Alright guys, welcome back to the ZIMM'S Guitars YouTube channel where we restring used guitars for resale. And what we've got on the bench right now is a Japanese, made in Japan, crafted in Japan, no, made in Japan, Stratocaster. So we're going to go through this guitar and we're going to set this guitar up and put new strings on it. And I'm going to look and see if I can find a tip here for it. And our truss rod is here in the heel, so adds a little tiny bit of difficulty to the setup, but let's go ahead and get started here. Here we go. This video is brought to you by Swiss Picks. It's not just a pick, it's a science. Available at ZIMM'S Guitars or at www.swisspicks.com. Alright, so yeah, the truss rod adjustment is right here in the heel. It makes it a little bit tough. You got to actually pull the neck off of it to do an adjustment. I've got my notch straight edge right here. I'm going to set this on here and let's take a look at the neck relief. Oh, there's a lot of relief in it. Yeah, so I'm going to pull the strings. I'm going to pull the neck. And tighten up that truss rod a little. Let's check the electronics real quick since we're here. Got a little scratchiness here in the 5-way switch. And I use this electronic spray cleaner. And usually you can just kind of work the dust out. Good sounding guitar. Okay, the output jack feels nice and tight. Let's go ahead and with the help of my Ernie Ball Power Peg Pro string winder, let's go ahead and take these strings off. I love these tuners because the string just comes right up out of the top. So we're going to get all 6 strings off here. And then you go ahead and you cut the strings because you don't want to drag all these wind, all this stuff, all these wound string ends. You don't want to try to pull that through all here. So you just go ahead and cut the strings. And then most likely I will have to try to take this back plate off of here. But for now, let's just see what happens. Yeah, some of them are going to come through there. The E and the B string are a little bit tight. We take the low E string and jab it down in there, we can loosen those up a little bit maybe, and then get those to slide out. Wow, it actually worked. There you go. Okay, so we're going to pull the neck off of here. You know what, I'm also going to take the arm off. And then let's lay the guitar flat. And with my drill. Some guys cringe when they see the drill come out. There we go. Okay, there it is. Made in Japan, ST62. So it's the 1962 reissue neck. I do love the tuners on here. Very nice guitar. It's in great shape. You can see a little bit of fret wear here under some of the, you know, where the open chords are. This most likely, most of the time, this is where the frets start to wear out. The shredders, that they start to wear out up here, but the guys that usually hit all the open chords, it all kind of happens right here. But let's see now. Some guys say to use a straight screwdriver here. I'm going to use... Okay, let's do this one more time. With no string tension, let's see what we're looking at there. This is strange because with no string tension, it's flat again. So this neck moves a lot just with your average amount of string tension. Oh. Oh. I think that's all we're going to do to it right there. And does it have back bow? No, I'm not seeing back bow in it right now. Wish I could show you guys that, but I can't really do it. I'm going to leave it right there. We snugged it a little bit, and that should suffice. Is that the word? That should do just fine right there. So let's go ahead and reinstall the neck. Okay, there we go. I put the neck back on. It's cool how it says Fender right here on the neck plate. Very nice guitar. I am impressed with this thing. Alright, let's clean the fingerboard. And you know what? First, no, let's just kind of hit the frets a little bit. So I've got my fretboard guard, is what I would call this. And let's just go along here like this. And I've got a little tiny bit of 1000 grit sandpaper folded over. Just going to go ahead and put a little shine on these frets. And I'll do this before I put the F1 oil on there. Today is Monday, November 2nd, 2025, and hope you guys all had a good Halloween weekend. I went to a party, dressed up like Ace Frehley on Friday night, Halloween, and then my band Body Raz played a gig. We do like little 40-minute time slots. We played at a place up in Phoenix. It was a fun, so I had a really fun weekend between going to a party and then playing a gig. So I used this sponge and I just kind of put the F1 oil on here like this. And this is just the F1 oil is just to clean and to hydrate. And then you let that soak on there for a few minutes. And then you have to wipe it all off to keep it nice and clean. But like I was saying, if you want to watch the, I did a live stream of the Halloween party. And it's over on the ZIMM'S Guitars 2 channel. So over there on that channel, it's just me goofing around, doing the things that I do, playing gigs. I go to a lot of concerts. I have a lot of concert footage over there. So after this video, I'd appreciate it if you guys would go over to the ZIMM'S Guitars 2 channel and go hang out over there for a little while. Watch some of that content that's over on that channel. That'd be highly appreciated on my part. Thank you guys so much. It's just got like 100 subscribers or something. It's just something to do, you know. It's kind of fun. I go to a lot of shows. I've got my tickets to go see Cheap Trick coming up this weekend. And I looked at Rush tickets, and I was like, okay, I should probably go to Rush. They're in Glendale, Arizona, coming up in a month or so, and to get a good seat, it's like $600, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna pass on Rush. I know they're a great band, and it's one of those, you know, once in a lifetime kind of things. And I think back, and I don't think that I have ever seen Rush live. Although I've seen, you know, of course, there's so many videos and so many live footage videos of Rush, movies and everything else. I don't think I need to go see Rush, because it's going to cost me. I don't want to be up in the nosebleed area, because you might as well stay home on your couch. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to pass on Rush. Okay, so this is just cleaning and hydrating this neck, and shined up the frets a little bit. So, more horrible camera work for you guys here, but you can kind of see what the fretboard looks like now. I don't know if it got all the dirt and debris off of it, but it looks a lot better. Okay, let's get some strings and put on this thing. Today's string choice. Today's string choice. Super slinky Ernie Ball 9 through 42 custom gauge nickel wound guitar strings made in good old USA. Manufactured down there in Coachella, California, or that's where their headquarters are. The world's #1 electric guitar string. Oh, we've got a product date stamped in the middle of there. Product code. I'm not going to be able to read that. But you know what? I did a video. It was like a YouTube short, and it's been a year or so. But you can buy Ernie Ball strings off of Temu, and I think they're fake. And Temu reached out and said, hey man, we like to use the very best product. But if you get a pack of Ernie Ball strings off of Temu, I think they're fake, made out of China. Open it up and look at the product code. I could be wrong about this, but I think that just the USA made Ernie Ball strings will have this code on the inside like that. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So Ernie Ball strings, world's best string. I use them all the time. I could almost, you know, I sell a lot of guitar strings down here. And sometimes I tell myself, you know, the only guitar string that, honestly, the only brand that I need to carry are Ernie Ball strings. And I would probably be just fine running this guitar shop I have here if that was the only string manufacturer that I used. I'd still sell a lot of them. They're my #1 selling string. Sometimes I get all the other stuff and it all just kind of sits around. So I think I'm going to be able to get through this restring without taking this back plate off. And that hardly ever happens. It's going to happen on this one. Yeah, so I want to thank you guys for watching the it was the Ibanez collection. So once in a while, instead of a restring video, I will do collection videos. Because I have hundreds of guitars here in the store, Sometimes I'll make a video where I'll grab every Ibanez guitar and show you guys everything I got, the whole inventory of them. And the Ibanez collection did really good, where it's at, you know, over 12,000 views or something like that. I appreciate you guys for watching that one. And I think I might end up doing a Fender Strat collection video, because I probably have 10 or 20 Stratocasters. But we'll see. We'll see if I get in the mood. I have to be in the right mood. Because now this guitar, this is a customer's restring right here. So this guitar is not for sale. I'm restringing a customer's guitar right here. So don't call me and say, hey, I want to buy that Japanese Strat. But you guys feel free to call me about anything else. Okay, so I've got this little box of random little guitar parts. And I actually found a 5-way tip that'll work on here. And so my customer's going to really love that. There we go. That one goes on there real good and looks good. It was white. And I got you guys to thank for a lot of this stuff, because a lot of you guys have sent me extra parts. People love modding their guitars and doing different swap outs on them and stuff like that. And you guys, a lot of times I'll go out in my mailbox and I'll see that I got a box of random parts sent to me by one of you guys, and I really appreciate all that. Okay, so I'm getting lazy, so I'm sitting down for this part. And also my tuner is down here on the bottom of the bench. So we'll just sit here and we'll stretch on these strings a little bit. We're going to tune this to standard tuning. And it's always a good idea to sit and play the guitar a little bit. Now I've noticed that the pickups are really low, and a lot of times this is where your pickups are set. That's kind of player's preference. So this guy's got his really low, and that just means you turn your amp up. And there's a lot of guitar players that tell you, keep your pickups low, turn your amp up. It is all personal preference though. Stretch your strings out. Use your left hand to protect the nut. You can't just grab your string, or a lot of times you can, and if you're really, you know, stretching your string, you can break the nut. So always have your left hand up here to kind of protect the nut. And just stretch on the strings a little bit. You know, you got to be super careful on this high E string, because it'll snap, especially being a 9 gauge. But then there you go. You see, I stretch that down a little tiny bit there. They will stretch for a while. I think this string action it feels really good. Everything's functioning really perfectly. There it is. We put new strings on a guitar. you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe and do all that YouTube stuff for us. And go buy a guitar.